I'm Melissa with Barefoot Beach Cafe and Inner Light Yoga, here to bring you a gentle 1 hour mindful gentle yoga class. If you could grab blocks or a strap or both, and maybe a towel if you don't have a strap, that'll work as well, or a belt, and we'll get started on our backs in about 1 minute. So if you want to just go ahead and lay back, close your eyes, begin your breath work, breathing in and out through your nose, placing your right hand onto your heart and your left hand onto your belly, and we'll get started. In this position, you can either keep your knees bent and your feet flat on the mat, or you can extend all the way into corpse pose, Shavasana, whatever feels best to you. Placing your hand on your heart, your other hand on your belly. Let's breathe in and out through our nose. Feeling your chest rise for about a 4 to 5 second breath, and then exhale, breathing out for a 4 to 5 second breath. In. Go ahead and close your eyes here. Focus on your breath. Focus on the way your belly lowers with each inhale. Your chest begins to expand, your lungs fill, and then exhale, lowering all that air down from your chest back into your belly. In and out through your nose. Maybe set an intention for your practice today, maybe finding some gratitude or an I am affirmation, maybe I am strong, I am smart, I'm healthy. We have so many different things that we can be thankful for. I am thankful for the amazing life. I do apologize, we're still having some work done outside, so if you hear anything, that's where it's coming from. Nice deep breaths in and out. Feeling your chest raise. Your ribs start to expand as your chest lifts, your ribs lift, and then exhale. Removing everything from your chest down into your belly. Deep breath in. And exhale, let it go back into your belly. Inhale. And exhale. Continuing that breath through the entire practice, restricting off the back of your throat, creating your Ujjayi breath, that ocean type sound. Some people say it sounds a little bit like Darth Vader. Clearing our mind. Go ahead and lower your hands down to your sides. We're actually going to take our hands over our head, but remove them from your chest. Bring your hands over your head. And we're just going to walk our hands and our feet over to the right side, creating like a crescent moon shape. Maybe even taking your left leg and crossing it over your right. Holding your left hand with your right hand. Just forming a nice crescent moon, feeling that side body stretch all the way from your knee all the way up to your elbow. Still breathing, being mindful as you breathe in and back out through your nose. Go ahead and step back to the center and walk your feet over to the left side. We'll cross your right ankle over your left. And then grasp your right hand with your left, pulling it over to the left side as well. Crescent moon in the other side. Opening up that right side body this time. Feel that stretch. If you can't feel it, step it over
over just a little bit more to the left. And let's inhale as we walk back to center. We'll lower our hands down to our sides and draw your right knee up to your chest. We're going to interlace our fingers. Plant them on the top of your shin, close to your knee. Keeping your left leg flat on the mat, toes pointed up. We're going to point our toes now all the way up to the ceiling on your right foot. And then exhale, take them to a point. Inhale, flat foot, toes are up. And then exhale, lower it down. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Just finding movement. Stretching through our hips. Go ahead and make some circles. Now roll your feet to the right, or your ankle to the right, about 3 times. Then we'll take it over to the left side. Coming back to center, maybe pull your knee just a little bit closer into your side body. You can even bring your elbow in to draw it a little bit closer if you have the range. And with your next exhale, let's lower our right leg down. Breathing into our left inhale, raise your left leg up, interlacing your fingers and drawing your knee closer into your chest. Your right toes are pointed up towards the ceiling. Your left toes are pointed towards the end of your mat. All right, let's find some movement in our ankles. Taking it up and down with each breath. Inhale, raise your toes to the ceiling. And then exhale, let's point it out. Mind clear. If you think of stuff or your mind starts to wander, as soon as you notice it, just let it go. Start back over. Our minds are on time clocks. They want to work all the time. Sometimes they just need a break. Let's come back to center. Rotate your ankle to the right about 3 times. And then rotate it to the left. Pulling it in just a little bit deeper into your side body. And your next exhalation, let's release down to the mat. This time pull both knees into your chest. Wrap your elbows around, grab opposite elbows or maybe your forearms. Pulling your knees into your chest. And then cross your ankles. Let's roll up to a seated position. We'll meet at the front of our mat. Hands down to our sides. Arms are going to come up. Inhale, gather all that new, fresh energy, positive air. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Breathe in. Hands together. Exhale through heart center. Exhale. And 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Coming to heart center. Let's lift back up. We're going to interlace our fingers and then twist our palms to where they're facing up. Just slightly go to the right, bending into the right, keeping your arms as straight as you can. Stretching your wrists. Inhale. Exhale, take it to the other side, left side. Inhale back to center. And exhale. Let's release. Come all the way down. Take your chest over your lap. Extend your arms tall and drop your head to the mat. Let your spine grow long. Then begin to walk your hands back up. Inhale, we'll roll over onto our knees. Come to a tabletop pose. Find some spinal movement with some cat-cow. So we're going to lower our belly, press through your palms, chin goes up, and exhale, round your spine, bring your chin to your chest, press through your shoulder blades, and inhale. Exhale, round your spine, just like a cat. And inhale, drop your belly, chin comes up. Exhale for cat. One more time. Inhale, drop your belly. And then as you exhale, let's come back to center. Curl your toes under. Actually, we'll plant our left hand into the mat here. Right hand comes up. Gaze goes up. And then stretch your shoulder. Thread the needle. Bring your right hand under your left hand. Left hand extends long. And then drop your head to the mat. On your next out breath, draw your left hand in, press through the mat. Inhale, raise your right hand back up to that twist. And exhale, drop it down. We'll do the other side. So plant your right hand into the center of the mat. Left hand comes up. Inhale. And exhale, thread the needle. Drawing your left hand down, right hand extends out in front of you. Your left cheek goes to the mat. Your hips are high. Just melt into the pose. Let's exhale as we bring our hand in, pressing through. Inhale, right hand's down, left hand comes up. And exhale, drop it down. Let's come to our knees here. We're going to draw our right leg out. So we're standing on our left knee. You can use a towel or a cushion if you need it, just for a little bit of extra on your knee. Right leg's extended, arms come up. Inhale, bring your hands together. As you exhale, we're going to drop our left hand down to our side, and right hand's going to come all the way down to our shin. You can really feel that through your side. Maybe even extend your arm here if you want to draw it over to the right side as well. Inhale, let's come back to center. And we'll drop to the other side. Left hand comes to the mat, right hand comes up. Right leg lifts for side plank, it's modified side plank. Exhale, let's drop our knee back down. Come back to center. Inhale, raise up. Back to your hero's pose. Adjust your towel if you have it under your knee with the extra cushion, and then extend your left leg long. Arms are going to come up. We'll do the same thing on this side, starting with one arm. Hands are at center. Right hand draws down, left hand reaches for the heel, the ankle, whatever you can reach, and then draw your right hand over. Let your head relax. Keep your heart open here. You don't want to be down where your chest is low. Keep it up high. And inhale, let's come back to center. We'll drop the right hand down, left leg comes up, left arm meets it. Modified plank, opposite side. Use your core to pull your body in tight. Pull your belly button as close to your spine as you can. And exhale, let's drop our knee. Hand comes down, seated pose. Hero pose, arms come up, inhale. We're gonna twist here. So drop your left hand to your right knee. Your right hand goes behind you, and your gaze goes back. Inhale, let's come back to center. Hands together. Exhale to the other side. Right hand's to your left knee. Left hand goes back. Gaze is over your left shoulder. Really twist. Find that twist in your lower spine. And wind it back around. Arms come up. Inhale. And exhale. Hands through heart center. Let's come back to that tabletop pose. We'll curl our toes under. And then extend your right leg long. Your hands are planted firmly into the mat. Your toes are pointed down. Your hips are closed here, so you don't want to have it open. Keep it nice and flat to where the top of your thigh is facing your mat. And we'll do 5 toe taps here. Dropping it down. Inhale, bring it up. Drop it down. And then bring it up. 3 more. Remember to breathe. This is also a good one if you need to use a blanket or something to support your knee and your mat's a little thin. You might need something to give you that extra support. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let's drop our right knee down to meet our left. Readjust, planting your hands firmly into the mat. Extend your left leg out. Toes are again pointed down. No hips are raised here. Top of your thighs facing the mat. And let's do our 5 toe taps. Lowering down, inhale, bring it up. Exhale down. Inhale, pull. 3 more. One more, let's hold it up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, drop it to the mat. Let's curl our toes under now and come up to a downward dog. Keep a bend in your knees here. I don't want you to do this because then you're going to round your spine. Take your gaze towards your fingertips. We're going to bend into our knees. Try to keep your back as flat as possible. You can feel the engagement underneath in your rhomboids and in your traps. Pressing through your palms, taking the weight off of your wrists. Now go ahead and walk your heels down closer to the mat. Keeping your back nice and flat, your gaze is towards your shins. Walking your heels down a little bit closer to the mat with each push. Come to a stillness. Let's drop down to our knees. Bring your toes together. Shift your weight back into your hips and extend long with your arms. Find your child's pose. Taking your head to the mat. Stretching deep through your shoulders. Maybe even if you want, you can raise your fingertips up onto the mat. Taking the stretch just a little bit deeper. One more breath. And exhale, releasing your hands back down. Walking them back up to tabletop. Let's curl our toes under, come back to your downward dog, and then begin to walk forward to the front of your mat. Coming to a ragdoll, lowering your head, letting your spine elongate. Arms can come down to your sides, maybe sweep the floor with your fingertips. Back and forth. Your head is relaxed. Shake your head side to side. Then roll yourself all the way up. Let your head be the last thing that raises. Arms come up, inhale. Bring them down to heart center, Samastihiti. And breathe, inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. With your next inhale, let's step our right foot back. We're going to turn it out at a 45-degree angle. Your left leg is going to extend with a nice 90-degree bend in front of you. Arms come up. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale. Let's take it open for warrior two. Checking in with your knee, making sure you have that bend, nothing's moved over. Stacking over your ankles, your arms are level. Arms are going to come up. Inhale, straighten your leg. And exhale, turn it out to the other side. Find that same bend in your right leg now, 90 degrees. Your back leg is straight, your toes are pointing out. Let's wind around, come into warrior one, like we did on the other side. Open back up, warrior two. And inhale, come back to center. Bring your hands together and exhale. Hands through, heart center. Lead with your heart, bend at your hips. And drop your head. Bringing your hands to the mat. Planting your left palm into the mat. Straighten your arm and inhale as you twist. Taking your right arm all the way up. Gaze goes up. Try to keep your hips level. And exhale. Let's drop our right hand to the mat. Roll our left hand up. Twist. And exhale. Drop it down. See if you can get a little bit lower to your mat. Maybe grabbing your shins or your ankles and bending into your elbow, pulling your head closer down. Dropping your hands back down to the mat. Let's walk our hands over to the right side, bend into your right knee, and find Skandasana. You can do this with a block. You need the assistance with balance. Lifting your chest high. You can bring your hands to heart center or keep them on the block. Your left heel is on the mat and your toes are pointed up here. Just breathe into the pose. Feeling that long groin muscle all the way down to your knee. You should never feel discomfort or pain. Maybe a little discomfort, but if you feel pain, just ease off a little bit. All right. Two options. You can either walk your block over or slide yourself over to the other side. Dropping your block to the mat, drawing your right heel or your right toes up. Your heels on the mat, and then bringing your hands into heart center and finding balance here. Remembering your breath. And then let's go back to center. You can drop your hands to the mat. Lift your hips up high and fold. This time, maybe draw your hands behind you so that your fingertips are facing the opposite way as your head. Stretching through your calves and your hamstrings, your lower back. Let's draw our hands to our hips. Using your core, pull yourself all the way up. Lift. Arms are going to come up. We'll meet at the front of the mat. So exhale, hands through heart center, and let's just step up to the front. We'll go through a couple sun salutations. Arms come up. Inhale. Upward salute. Hands go up. Eyes go up. Gaze up. And then exhale, hands through heart center. Hinge at your hips and forward fold. Inhale as you lift halfway.
Gaze is gonna go forward. Your back is flat here, and you can drop your hands to your shins, or if you can reach all the way to the ground, that's fine. But the object is to get that back nice and straight. Gaze goes forward. Exhale, let's fold again. And then we'll reverse swan dive. Bring all that air in. Inhale, bring your body up. And exhale through heart center, Tadasana, mountain pose. Hands are down at your sides. We'll do this 2 more times. I'm going to add a couple vinyasas though. So inhale, arms come up. And exhale, hands through heart center. Hinge at your hips and fold. Inhale as you lift halfway. Flat back, gaze is forward. And exhale, let's plant our hands here. Step back to a high plank. From here, you can go all the way into down dog or flow through your vinyasa. Keeping your elbows into your side, lower halfway. Inhale, push up for upward dog, and then exhale for downward dog. And if you're already there, we'll just meet you here. Gaze goes forward, step your right foot, then your left. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And our last sun salutation, we'll add some variations to it. Exhale, hands through heart center, hinge at your hips, and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Go through your vinyasa or meet us in downward facing dog. Inhaling as you come up for upward facing dog. And exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Gaze forward, step your left foot up, meet your right. Inhale as you lift halfway, and exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, and exhale. Let's come down to chair. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Toes are lifted, drop your hips. We're going to do a twist here. So on your next inhale, roll your shoulders back and then take your left elbow to your right knee. Keeping your knees together. Don't let the other one trace over. Try to bring your hands to heart center. Your gaze goes up. Inhale to center. And then exhale, let's take it to the other side. Twist right hand, or right elbow to your left knee. Left elbow is high to the sky. And your gaze goes up. Check in with your knees, make sure they're even. And inhale back to center. Exhale. One more full breath. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands through, heart center. Let's step our right foot back. Find your warrior one. Arms are going to extend up. And then opening up, warrior two. Let's straighten our leg here. We're going to drop our hip back. Find your triangle pose. So your body comes forward. Drop your left hand down. Right hand goes up. Gaze goes up. Remember, if you need to take a break, feel free to go into child's pose, grab a towel, wipe off, grab a drink, whatever you need. Make this your practice and honor your body. Let's drop our right hand. We're going to do a revolve triangle here. Right hand's going to come to the mat or to a block or a shoe box or something. Left hand is going to come up.
And then exhale, drop your left hand back to the mat. Breathe in, raise your right hand. Bend into your front knee and raise back up to warrior two. Taking a couple breaths. Wind your right arm around, come to warrior one. Exhale, let's bring our hands to heart center. We're gonna go into warrior three here. So ground down through your left foot. We're gonna find balance, bringing our weight into our left side. A little buoyancy in your right leg as you lift off. Pull your core in tight, take your gaze forward or down towards your toes. And then your right foot hovers, toes are pointed down, chest is high. Pull your core in tight. Dropping your right foot down to the mat, we're going to raise our arms back up, coming into warrior one. And exhale, let's drop our hands to the mat, step your foot back, and either go to down dog or flow through a vinyasa, your choice. This time our right foot's going to come up and step it forward in between your hands. Rotate your left foot out, come into warrior one on the opposite side. So your left leg is back this time. Right leg is forward. Your body's square. Open up warrior two. Go ahead and straighten our leg here. Let's drop down, hip goes back, body comes forward, triangle on this side. Right hand comes to the inside of your ankle. You can use a block here. If you can't quite reach the ground, there's 3 different levels. Same with the shoe box or even really any kind of box that has a little bit of height on it. We'll revolve our triangle. Drop your left hand to the mat. Right hand comes up. Gaze goes up. Right hand comes down. Left will extend back up. Reverse it back to a regular triangle. Take a bend into that front knee. Inhale, raise up, warrior two, and hold for 2 breaths. Let's wind our left arm around, coming back to warrior one. And then exhale, bring your hands to heart center as you did on the other side. Your gaze, find your gaze point, something you can focus on about 5 to 10 feet away. Plant all your weight through your right leg, grounding through all 4 corners of your foot, finding buoyancy in the left leg, and come forward for warrior three. Your toes are pointed down, pull your core in. Your back is flat here. Exhale as you step your foot back. Inhale, warrior one. And last vinyasa. Exhale, drop your hands to the mat. We'll step our right foot back. You can go straight into down dog or use your vinyasa. Inhaling up and then exhaling back. From here, let's drop our elbows down to the mat. We're going to bring our hands together, interlace your fingers, coming into dolphin pose. Maybe raise your right foot. And then dropping it down to meet your left. Raising your left foot up. And then dropping it down. Both knees come to the mat. Planting our fingers into the mat. We're going to roll forward. Extending our legs long, hands come into our sides. And inhale, raise up for cobra. Let your shoulders relax down. You should be able to move your neck back and forth, your head side to side. And exhale, release. We'll do this 2 more times. Finding a bend in our spine, strengthen our arms. Inhale, raise up. And exhale, release back down. Last time. Bringing your head back to center. Inhale, press up. And exhale, let's release. Bringing your right hand to the mat, right into your chest. Your left hand is going to extend out in front of you. Take a bend into your right knee so that your foot is facing up towards the ceiling, and we're going to roll over, rotate, bring your right hip over. Keeping that left arm straight, stretching through your shoulders. And inhale, let's bring it back to center. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So draw your left hand into your side. Your right hand will extend out to a T. Take a bend into that left knee. Begin to raise it off the mat, rolling it over to the side. Remember, like I said earlier, you should not feel any pain. A little discomfort is okay, but if you feel pain, just ease off. Take it back to center. Drawing your right hand in, pressing through your palms into the mat. Come to your knees. We'll raise up, arms come up. And exhale, let's draw our hands into our lower back, our sacral area. Thumbs are pointing out towards your hips, elbows are coming back. Inhale, take your gaze up and roll back for a supported camel. Your knees are hip width apart. Push your pelvis forward, let your head fall. And then inhale, come back up. Let's keep our hips high, coming into puppy pose. Our chest comes to the mat, extend your arms long. Your chin comes to the mat and your gaze goes forward. Let's draw it back up, coming to tabletop. Curl your toes under, push yourself up into downward dog. And then extend your right leg long, 3-leg dog. Lift high. And let's step our right foot forward. In between our hands, drop your left knee to the mat and arms are going to come up. Inhale. Take a bend in your back, gaze goes up. And then come back to center. We're going to twist here, draw your left hand back. Right hand's forward, gaze goes back. And swing it back around. We'll do the other side. Right hand rotates around, left hand goes forward, gaze goes back. Let's drop both of our hands to the inside of our right leg. Curl your toes under and come up. Find that low runner's lunge, that nice deep stretch through your quad. Maybe even rolling back and forth. We're going to come to lizard, drop our elbows down. I don't know why it's so hard for me to remember that name. I always want to call it something else. You can drop your knee here if that's too much. Bringing your foot flat onto the mat. Inhale, let's bring our hands back up. Curl your toes under and step your right foot back, coming to a high plank. Push back into a downward dog. And we'll do the other side. The left leg's gonna come up this time. 3-leg dog. And step it forward. Right knee's gonna drop to the mat. Inhale, raise up, gaze up. As you exhale, find that bend in your back. Inhale to center. You're gonna rotate it out. Left arm swings around, right hand goes forward. Left arm's back, gaze is back. Wind it back around, left hand comes forward like a softball pitch. And exhale, right hand goes back. Left hand goes forward, gaze goes back. Winding your right hand back around. Arms come up, gaze goes up, and exhale. Drop your hands to the inside of your left foot. Curl your right toes under and come up to that low runner's lunge. Again, maybe rotating, taking it forward and backward, deepening the stretch. Going into lizard. If you want to drop down to your elbows. And if you did on the other side, you need to drop down to your knee, you can do that as well. Drawing your hands back into the mat, we'll step our left foot back, coming to that high plank, pushing into down dog. Taking your gaze forward and walking all the way up to the front of the mat. Exhale as you lower down and fold. And then inhale, slowly draw yourself all the way up. Roll your shoulders back, arms come up, inhale. Hands to heart center, the Anjali Mudra. And breathe. Let's step our feet out about a little bit more than hip width apart. We're gonna raise up onto our heels, or raise up off of our heels, and then slowly lower yourself all the way down, dropping your seat. This is another one where you can use a block if you need to. Draw all the way down, maybe dropping your heels down, walking it out a little bit further. Bringing your elbows into your legs. If you want to use the block, you can set it underneath your bottom side. Just kind of help balance you. Keep your chest high. 2 more full breaths. And exhale, remove the block if you have it. Drop down. Going to bring our feet in, find bound ankle pose, Baddha Konasana, butterfly. Bring your thumbs to the insides of your feet like you're trying to open a book. And draw your feet in as close as you can. Letting your shoulders relax down, your spine is long. Head's high. Deep breath in and out. Next exhale, let's draw our elbows into our legs, coming forward, head goes forward. See if you can deepen your stretch. Maybe even drawing your arms out in front of you. Walking your hands back in as you inhale.
Take your peace fingers to your right foot, extend it long, pull that left foot into your side. Drop your elbow to the inside of your leg. We're going to inhale, raising our arm up. Left arm comes up and over, gaze is up. Let's draw our hands behind our head. So we have an elbow into the mat and one up. If that's too much, you can keep your arm extended. Inhale, let's come back up. Shift your body, twist it forward so that your chest is facing your foot, and drop it back down. This is a good one where you can use a towel or a strap if you can't quite reach your foot and you want to wrap the towel around your foot, drawing your body closer to your knee. You can feel that stretch all the way from your lower part of your back, your lumbar spine, all the way up. Walking your hands up. We'll bring our right foot back into center, switching sides. Left leg's gonna go out. Draw your right foot into your inner thigh. We'll drop our left elbow, winding our right arm around. Gaze goes up and over again. You can bend into your elbow, coming to your head, or extend long, keeping your chest open. Let's draw it back up. We'll shift our body towards our left leg. Again, using a towel if you need it. Arms come up, inhale, and exhale, fold. Pulling your chest closer down, maybe drawing your face or your head into your knee. Let's walk it all the way back up. Bring it into center. We're going to extend both legs long for staff pose. Arms are going to come up. Inhale. Exhale, lead with your heart. Again, using a towel if you can't quite reach to draw yourself further down. Draw your hands back up. And exhale. Release them down to the mat. We're going to lift up off of our hips, shift down onto our backs, bend into your knees for 2 bridge poses, bringing your hands down to your sides. And we're just going to raise our right foot up. As you exhale, turn it out, bringing your right ankle to your left knee. Pressing through your left leg, your hands are firmly into the mat. Inhale, raise your hips and hold. Exhale, release it down. Extend as you inhale, right leg comes up, and exhale, lower it down. We'll do the other side. Inhale as you raise your left leg. And then exhale, let's cross our left ankle over our right knee. Hands are firmly into the mat. Your right foot is firm into the mat. Press through, hips come high, and hold. Exhale, let's release down to the mat. Inhale, draw your left leg up. And exhale, release it down. This time, we'll do just a regular bridge. Both feet will be planted into the mat. They're hip width apart. Your arms are up or down with your hands up in a receiving position. Press through your feet. Raise your hips high. Maybe walk your hands in, your shoulders in a little bit closer so that you can interlace your fingers, deepening your stretch. Finding focus again if you might have lost it. Dropping your hips back down to the mat. Let's pull our knees into our chest here.
And then rolling up, we're gonna draw our elbows back. So our forearms are gonna be flat to the mat. Take our head back. Find an arch in your spine. So we're gonna come into fish pose. You can drop your head all the way to the mat, keeping that arch in your back. Your feet are planted firmly into the mat. Or if you want, you can extend them. Grabbing the sides of your hips, press through your elbows, release your head back down to the mat. We're going to grab our strap or belt if you have one. And draw it around our right foot, extending it up towards the ceiling. Using the strap in both hands, let's draw our knee closer to our head, bringing your shoulders and your head off of the mat. Your left leg is extended long, but you keep it planted firmly into the mat. And drop it. Left hand comes out to the side. Right hand and right foot drops over to the right side. And I say it every time, make sure that left hip isn't raised. You gotta keep it low. Don't let it shift up on you. Inhale, draw yourself back to center. Grasp the strap with your left hand. Take your right hand down to a T and then drop your foot over to the left side. Gaze is over your right shoulder. So there's a little twist. And inhale, let's come back to center. Grasping the strap with both hands, let's raise our left leg up to meet our right. We'll drop the right back down. Put the strap in both hands. Nice straight leg, toes are flat, like your foot's through the ceiling, and then begin to draw your shoulders up. Bringing your head closer to your knee, keeping that right leg straight and flat on the mat. And exhale, release. Left hand has a hold of the strap, the right hand comes out to a T. Drop your left foot over to the side. Inhale, back to center. Grab your strap with the right hand. Drop your left hand and pull that left leg over to the right side. Gaze goes over your left shoulder. Inhale, let's bring it back up. Raise your right foot up to meet your left. We're going to grasp the strap with both hands. And again, try to draw your shoulders up. Pull your feet closer into your body. Might even shake a little. Sure, fight or flight. Your body's like, what are you doing? And exhale, release. Drop your feet to the mat. Extend your arms long. Take the biggest stretch you've taken all day. Stretch from one side of the room to the other. Take a big breath. Inhale, hold everything in. Fill your lungs. And as you exhale, release everything. Let everything go. Let your hands come down to your sides. Let your eyes close. Let your breath come back to the normal breathing pattern that you started with. Closing your eyes if you haven't already. Relaxing your forehead, your eyebrows, your jaw. Unclenching your teeth, letting your shoulders rest into the mat. Your spine melt all the way down into your mat, down to your hips, your knees. This is our final resting pose, Shavasana, horse pose. Use this for meditation, for reflection, honoring your body, clearing your mind, finding peace. And we'll stay here for 5 to 10 minutes. Whatever you feel your body needs, give it to yourself, give it back to you. You deserve it. Hope that everybody has an awesome day today. I hope you find peace in your hearts, peace in your thoughts, peace in the words that come from your mouth. Thank you for allowing me to share my practice with you. We're here for Gentle Yoga every Thursday at 9 a.m. We do a Reggae Vinyasa yoga class, which is it's a little more intense than the Gentle. It's a step up from that, with a nice, fun reggae playlist. That's on Saturdays at 9 a.m. And then on Tuesdays we do a Power Vinyasa, which is it's a lot more intense than the Gentle, but it's a good round mix. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you again for allowing me to share my practice with you. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste.